Jeremy Corbyn won last night as an independent. Jeremy Corbyn left the Labour Party because he got tired of their bullshit. It was a long story short. It was like, I am out of here. Took a chance, took a risk, something that we've encouraged other Democrat politicians in the US to do, to leave the party and to do your own damn thing. Well, Jeremy Corbyn actually did that, and he announced that he was running as an independent, and he won his re-election. So it's a big FU to the Labour Party. He is the hero of the night. We're going to give him a shout out. Solomon tweeted it. Jeremy Corbyn wins his seat, goes on Channel 4, and speaks about the Gaza genocide and a Palestinian state. Watch their body language, guys, when he talks about this.
But I just want to finally ask you also about Labour's position on Israel-Gaza, which has been costly to the party tonight. Jonathan Ashworth has lost his seat. Other people are in trouble over it. What's the lesson?
Well, the lesson is that people are appalled when they see the pictures of the destruction of Gaza. 30,000 and more people have already died in Gaza, and we are complicit because we're supplying weapons to Israel, which are used to bomb Gaza.
Look at her face. Watch it. We'll go back a little bit. I want you to see the expression. Look at her. Look at her eyes.
And more people have already died in Gaza, and we are complicit because we're supplying weapons to Israel, which are used to bomb Gaza. There has to be a ceasefire. There has to be recognition of the state of Palestine. There has to be justice for the Palestinian people. And that is a message that resonates with millions in this country, be they Muslim, Jewish, Christian, or of no particular faith. And I think the incoming government needs to reflect that the people that have spoken out about Gaza are not going to go away, are not going to shut up. They're going to carry on speaking out until the killing ends and we see justice for the people of Palestine.
Should Keir Starmer recognise the Palestinian state?
Ooh, Keir Starmer recognized the Palestinian state. That don't mean shit if Keir Starmer is still willing to give weapons to Israel. You see what he's trying to do?
He should recognise the Palestinian state, but the last statement I heard from him appeared to be having so many caveats in it. It's not clear when or how that recognition will come about.
Jeremy Corbyn, thank you very much.
They said, okay, you gotta go. We just wanted you to talk about your win. We didn't want you to get all political. So he did have an acceptance speech in Islington North. I want to go ahead and play that as well. Again, the hero of the night, I think, Jeremy Corbyn.
Ours is a positive campaign trying to bring hope to people who are in housing stress, who are homeless, who are going through mental health difficulties, who are worried about their future. And the political system has to produce answers to those concerns and those worries. Demonizing refugees, demonizing people from other countries won't solve those problems. The only way we solve the problems of our community is by uniting our communities. And our campaign was utterly determined to bring that degree of unity to it. And so this result is, to me, a resounding message from the people of Islington North that they want something different, they want something better, and in the new government that's coming in, they're looking for an end to things like the two-child benefit policy cap. They're looking for regulation of the private rented sector. And if I may say so, they're also looking for a government that on the world stage will search for peace, not war, and not allow the terrible conditions to go on that are happening in Gaza at the present time. So my job in Parliament will be, as it's always been, to deal with the individual problems that many of our people face, but to speak up where necessary in criticism in order to bring about the social changes that this country needs and my constituency needs. And I'm humbled and proud and very grateful to the people of Islington North, who I've represented for so long and have taught me so much I owe my life and my learning and my abilities entirely to the people of Islington North. This victory is a dedication to them, and steadfastness in the face of opposition, steadfastness in the face of abuse. We have shown what kinder, gentler, more sensible, more inclusive politics can bring about. I couldn't be more proud of my constituency than I am tonight. I'm proud of our team that brought this result. Thank you very much, Islington North, for the result that we've achieved tonight. Thank you.
He did the damn thing. I would love to interview Jeremy Corbyn. I wanted to show you the results. We're just going to go back a little bit here so I can pull that map back up right about, that chart where it showed the results, because I do want to show you, okay, right there. Jeremy Corbyn received 24,120 votes, and the Labour candidate received 16,873. What it shows you, again, is that the people really know Jeremy Corbyn. You're going to see that in just a second in one of his ads that he had. The people in Islington North, they really know him. They know he's a genuine person. Obviously, he's very passionate about anti-war, and he's spoken out in support for the Palestinian people as well. I felt like he's always been kind of base. He's been smeared a number of times. He's been smeared as anti-Semitic. He was accused of being a spy, but really, evidence is showing that would be more so Keir Starmer's way. It's interesting. Interesting. He sent a message here as well. Shout out to Navarra Media for sharing this. Jeremy Corbyn sends a heartfelt solidarity message to the French left. Let's bring this up.
So I just want to say this result is not my victory. It's a victory for everyone in Islington North that believes in a better, decent, inclusive society. It's your victory, every single one of you, for all the work you've done and all that you've done. It's also a message that the way you defeat the rise of racism in our society, the rise of the far right in Britain and across Europe, as reform has shown, is not by conceding ground to them, but offering an alternative of hope and inclusion. And so we'll send a message to our friends in France. Bon chance on Sunday, because we need you to get all the votes and seats you can for the United Left in France. And I send that message as a heartfelt solidarity to them.
Yeah, and I want to say here, thank you so much for this. I want to bring this up here to answer. Rabia says, what's the party of Jeremy? Jeremy ran as an independent this time around, so pretty based there. But again, like I said, the people really have a lot of respect for him, and you'll see that here in his ad here. I want to finish this story this way because I thought this was really cool.
I've firsthand seen how Jeremy is absolutely a part of this community, and it's beautiful to watch.
Every single one of us knows a whole stream of stories about people that Jeremy has helped.
This guy is amazing.
That's who Jeremy is. He doesn't chase after the big names. If anything, he chases after the most vulnerable people who need his help.
We as a community just connect with him like he is a human being because he connects with us.
Welcome in. He's a very cool and very humble guy.
The reason many NHS staff, such as myself, vote for independent voices like Jeremy is because we need to counter the privatisation that we've been seeing destroying the NHS for years.
We know that there's a threat from privatisation, increasingly from both the Conservatives, and quite frankly, we don't know what Labour stands for.
And Jeremy Corbyn is the antidote to that.
If I don't vote for Corbyn, who else will I vote for?
Our National Health Service is the most precious thing we have.
This is my first time voting in a general election, and I will be voting for Jeremy Corbyn. For the past 41 years he's been our MP here, and in that time he has consistently stood up for the principles that I believe in. Affordable education for all, affordable housing, a fully public NHS, and peace and human rights on a global scale.
I'm on Islington.
I'm deeply honoured to endorse Jeremy Corbyn for his support for the Palestinian people, his stance for equality and justice, and I hope that we will all come out on the 4th of July and support him for a better future.
I'm voting for Jeremy Corbyn as an independent
I would like you to vote for Jeremy Corbyn. He says it as it is. Some people don't like that, but I believe that's what a true politician should be.
So vote Jeremy, because as we all know, he's the man of the people.
It's been the honour of my life to represent Islington North. We are a community that works together and comes together.
I'll stop it there because of the music, but obviously the people there really do love Jeremy Corbyn, but I'm glad that he was able to win as an independent. And that says something. It says that just because you leave the party doesn't mean the people aren't going to come out and still support you, because at the end of the day, when the work on the ground that you've done speaks for itself, the people should still come out and support you. And this is what I've said about members of the squad who refuse till this day to leave the Democratic Party. Someone like Rashida Tlaib has a lot of support, tremendous support from the people in her community in Dearborn, Michigan. She could leave the Democratic Party and be an independent tomorrow, and the people should still support her if she has been on the ground helping people in the community. That's the way that I see it. So a big win there for Jeremy Corbyn. Let's give him a thumbs up. Yeah? Yeah. All right, let's go to some of the comments here. Lee Ford, British MSM tried. Oops, sorry, wrong one. I was reading two different things. Lee Ford, that's what we were begging Bernie to do, leave the party. Yeah, so that's another thing. Jeremy Corbyn basically did what Bernie didn't have the balls to do, right? Benny says British MSM tried to tarnish him and failed. Tay Ray, he also supported Assange to be free. That's right. Notori, wow, great ad. Yeah, that was pretty powerful, huh?